Hi there guys, and welcome to this free lesson for May. And this time, quite similar to last time actually, I'm going to show you how you can expand your 251 palette and how you can make the chordal aspect of it this time more interesting, as opposed to last time where we looked at both a chord and scale based way of enhancing our 251s, or changing it I should say. For the sake of this tutorial, just to quickly let you know that I'm in fourths tuning, so my top two strings are C and F. Here's a quick C for you to tune to if you so desire. And an F as well. All my other strings are tuned as standard. Now the tablature that you'll find on my website for this lesson will be in standard tuning, and there'll be a fourths version that accompanies it too. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take a standard 251 in the key of E flat major. So the chords, just in case you're not sure, will be F minor 7, B flat 7, and then E flat major 7. Which is fine, but very, very jazz, very old school kind of. Now what we're going to try and achieve here today is try and make this slightly more fusionistic sounding for you, or more modern sounding, but we're not going to use any crazy harmony. We're just going to stick with major scale harmony for now. Okay, so chord 2 is going to remain the same, but I'm going to play an F minor 9 in this case. The 2 chord, you can play any chord, basically any chord extension you want. So F minor 9, F minor 11, F minor 13, just a straight F minor 7, F minor add 9, anything you like. I'm going to do F minor 9. Again, you'll find the tablature for this on the website. For the 5 chord, what we'd normally do is we would play some kind of B flat 7 chord, which we are going to do, but we're going to enhance it. Normally you would play like B flat 7, B flat 9, B flat 13. We're actually going to play B flat 9 sus 4. Okay, so if you don't know that chord, don't worry, it looks like this. Third finger goes on the B flat at the 6th fret of the E string. Your little finger goes on the 6th fret of the D string, that's the flat 7 of the chord. Your second finger goes on the 9th, which is the 5th fret of the G string, and your first finger goes on the 11th, which is the 4th fret of the B string. Okay, now for me, my first finger is a fret lower because of my tuning, and it sounds like this. Just a very standard, what we call a mixolydian chord, B flat mixolydian. Okay, so now we've got 2, 5. Now normally what you do at this point is you resolve up a fourth to the E flat or the 1 chord, giving us E flat major 7. Now we're not going to do that, we're going to do a little extra bass movement that leads us into the E flat major 7. Now previously we were on B flat 9 sus 4. We're actually going to play, that's the 5 chord, we're going to play the 4 chord as well, but the way we're going to do it is we're going to move to the bass note of the 4 chord, which in this case is A flat, and play the triad of the 5 chord, the B flat. So we're going to take a B flat triad, just your basic B flat chord, okay, just like this for me. Okay, we're going to take this top section of the chord on the D, G and B strings, which is 3, 3 and 3. And we're basically going to play an A flat in the bass. So the bass note of chord 4, but with the triad part, or the upper part of chord 5. And the way you would write this is 5/4, okay, in Roman numerals. In this case, B flat / A flat, or B flat with A flat in the bass. Now for me, this sounds like this. And again, you'll find the tablature for this in the on the website, where the resources and free section is. So we get 2, 5 with 4 in the bass, and now we're going to play an inversion of chord 1 where the 3rd is in the bass, and we have the 9th in there as well, and it sounds like this. Okay, so what we've got here is G in the bass, that's the 3rd of E flat major 7. We're then going to play F, or the 3rd fret of the D string, with the 3rd finger. This is in my tuning now, I'll show you this in standard tuning in a second. And then I bar across, and this gives me the 3rd. Okay, G is the 3rd. We're doing an inversion here of E flat major 7. We've then got the 9th, the 5th, and the root. So we get this. Now in standard tuning that would look more like this. All that's happened is the top note on the B string now has come up a fret, So we've got 3 on the E, 3 on the D, 3 on the G, and 4 on the B. So this gives us 2, 5, 5 with 4 in the bass, and then an inversion, in this case a first inversion of E flat major 7. Or actually E flat add 9. Let me play that one more time. Now this gives us a much more fusionistic even approach than the standard way of doing it, which would be F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat major 7. Now becomes. Notice the bass movement now, instead of going, goes. Really melodic bass movement, so that's really cool. Now there's another way you can do this if your root note for the 5 chord is on the A string. Okay, so this time what we'll do is we'll play our F minor 7 here. Our B flat 7 we're going to play right up here at the 13th fret, and we're going to play straight down 13th fret, 13, 13, 13, 13 on the middle 4 strings. For me it looks like this. That is also a B flat 9 sus 4. Okay, the 4 chord we're now going to play like this. Okay, in standard tuning that looks like this. So we've got second finger on 11 on the A, little finger on 12 on the D, first finger on 8 on the G, and the third finger on 11 on the B. Bit of a stretch, like this for me. So now we've got 2, let's do it up here actually, here's our 2 chord, up an octave. And then 5, 4, and then we have to do our inversion of the 1 chord, which is here. Okay, this inversion in standard tuning is 10 on the A, 13 on the D, 10 on the G, and 11 on the B. Now we've got this. Okay, so 2, 5, 4, which is extending the 5, and then 1 as a first inversion. So here's our 2 versions. Now the great thing about doing this is that you don't have to alter the way that you play over the harmony. You can still play Dorian over the 2 chord, Mixolydian over the 5 chord. If you want, you can play Lydian over the 4 chord, but you don't need to. You can just keep playing Mixolydian, and then you can play major or Lydian over the 1 chord, which is it's a great way of making your 2-5-1 sound more fusionistic. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you this in a chord progression. We're actually going to use giant steps because it's a complex tune, and one of the things that students often say to me is, when I practice giant steps slowly enough that I can actually play over the top of it, it sounds really boring because I'm just playing, you know, the chords so slowly and the chord progression itself isn't that interesting. How can I make it more interesting? Well, you can use this method. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write out giant steps for you in the tablature and play it for you using this system. If you have a look at it, analyse what I've done, you'll find both of these 2 methods in there. For giant steps, I'll do the original and then the new version. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Hope you've enjoyed this lesson and found it useful. Cheers.